So, how's everyone doing? I just wanted to make mention of something that happened recently. I mentioned that I had a lot of anxiety with coming out to my class. In school, I go to a very small school. I'm going for court stenography. It's the only school certified in Rhode Island that that you can go to for this career, for this major. And there's about 20 kids in the class, not even. I've been going now for almost 3 years, so I've known them when I had come out as being a lesbian, which obviously was a lie. I was in denial still with myself. And I finally came out to the instructor of the school. She owns the school. And I spoke with her via email, explained to her everything that had been going on in my life, why I haven't been going to classes, why I've been skipping classes, and it all has to do with my transition, my decision to transition, and that I'm actually transgendered and not just gay. Now, I've told the class that like I said, that I was, a lesbian, and they had no problems with it. They were completely okay with it. So, it's just hard. It's awkward to come out now for me and say that I'm trans to them. But I'm going to have to, because to me, coming out is not all about being part of the community of other queers. It's not about, political change or rubbing it in anybody's face. It's a matter of personal validation. Our world still puts a lot of energy into hatred, of differences in general, and especially being in the queer community in particular. And I remember in middle school and elementary school, the constant use of terms, like fag and lesbo and, sex change, used as curses. It instills a sort of shame. It instilled shame in me, and I think almost everyone that goes through this. And this type of bigotry, it escalates to actual violence and discrimination that occurs on a daily basis that can affect almost every aspect of someone's life, including mine. And with this kind of toxic environment, you're constantly under psychological and emotional attack. And this attack becomes internalized. So you have hatred outside, but now it becomes infected from the inside, and self-worth becomes replaced with self-loathing. I hide to avoid pain and shame with certain people in certain situations. Constant hiding implies the need to hide, and that need was based basically on the fear of rejection and awkwardness. I feel awkward. So I'm coming out to my class to stop hiding. I don't want to hide anymore, and to break this vicious circle of self-loathing that I've been going through. We live in a culture focused on family and friends, on human interaction, and the basis of most everyday communication is about our lives and our relationships. The people who are still closeting themselves, those individuals must either lie about their lives or fall silent, and all that do is basically it's basically avoiding basic human communication, and I have done that before, and it sucks. And over time, it causes suffering, a lot of suffering, and just to feel unable to express, the joy of a happy day with a loved one, or to tell a funny story about one's life, or to share wisdom gained, is to be made this self-censorship. The self-censorship, it destroys the soul, and it leads to withdrawal and depression, which I've had a lot of depression my whole life going through this. I was diagnosed with GID at 17. And when I dared to come out, it wasn't about broadcasting the wonders of being gay, at the time when I came out saying I was gay. or of being transgendered. It's simply making a stand against the constant minimization and elimination. Sorry, I can't talk right now. I'm like trying to put all my thoughts into words, and it's hard sometimes. But yeah, basically the constant elimination of my existence. To be out is to claim the basic human feelings of dignity, self-worth, and the freedom to speak, to share, to be, without lies, without fear of discovery or embarrassment, just like any other person. It was that right there was the deepest reason for me, myself, personally, to come out. And basic to that behavior is the concept that my secret, of being trans, before I told, like I said, I'm out to people at work, I'm out to my friends, I'm out to my mom, my sister. I'm not out to my dad yet. I don't really talk to my dad. I don't get along with my dad at all. And I'm not out to the whole class yet, which I will be. I'm going to class tonight. I have an exam. Will get a couple of emails, addresses, so I can email everybody. But yeah, so yeah, the concept that my secret was in fact awful, is what I always used to think to myself. And why? Why should it be so awful to be transgendered? Why should it be so embarrassing, so shameful, if that's who I really am? And there's nothing that, that I can do about that. In order to feel good about myself, I needed to claim the same freedom that most humans take for granted every single day of their lives. And that's the freedom to just simply exist as myself, openly. And I mean openly to who I choose to be open with about this. I don't tell everybody, I tell the people that I'm closest with, but I'm going to have to tell my class because I'm starting to pass more. And I can't hide it anymore. And, sometimes to stop internalizing self-loathing, to achieve self-acceptance, it has to be done. And the bottom line of coming out to my class, and my decision to come out to my class now, is to feel alive again in the world, and to feel like I'm not hiding this burden anymore. It's like a burden on me, and to just to feel again. I hate feeling like there's this pink elephant in the room all the time when I'm in class, and that's how I feel. And a lot of my classmates are older, and I used to worry about what they think, and I don't care anymore. I just don't care anymore. I'm starting to grow facial hair, and I'm like, why? I'm wondering if I should shave it. People are gonna notice. I don't care anymore. I like it. I want to keep it. I probably will shave it soon, but why should I have to shave every time I go to class just so it's something they don't notice? They seem pretty open-minded. Like I said, when I came out as a lesbian, they were very open-minded about it, and they seem flexible, with their mindset, and they seem easygoing, and we'll see how it goes. I'll keep you guys posted.